What is R? It sounds like a dog barking, but it is actually a programming language invented by statisticians for statisticians long ago in 90s. Um, and it's not even a programming language, strictly speaking. It's more a big collection of functions dedicated to analysis of data and visualization. And therefore you can assemble some protocol out of these functions, use it yourself, give it to others, and it will introduce eventually a standard for the processing and analysis of the data. That's how it is serves everybody nowadays. If you are statisticians, it comes naturally. If you are not, for instance, biologists, then it is a question, is it really good for you? Am I good for it? But you can always try, why not? But before that, you have to install all this stuff. And first thing first, you have to find R and then RStudio. So it is, if you type cran R, you will get this return, the comprehensive R archive network. And then these are immediately the links what would you install depending on your laptop. For instance, I have Mac. It means that for Apple Silicon M1, M2, this one it will be good, and for all the Macs with Intel, this will work. And you push the button, download, and then follow the instructions. It's all pretty standard. And then you install RStudio. Again, go back. Studio, but it is found anyway. It is in a post-it. It's a bit confusing that RStudio is in a post-it site, but yes, it is a new site, relatively new. Then again, it says install R. If you install already, you skip it. If not, you can also do it from here. And then you can mindlessly click here if you are in Mac. But also there is a long list where you can also think, especially for Linux owners, that there is a bit longer list what to do. Although Linux does installation can be done from the terminal, not from here. I think it is clear, and I know that sometimes people make videos to where they click all the buttons and wait and see and roll the installation, but probably we can save some time not doing it. Strangely enough, students mix up what do they use, and I regularly ask him, what did you install R, did you install RStudio, and the third question is what's the difference, and they often say yes, yes, or no, no, and then the possible answer as might be no, I don't use R, I use RStudio, and therefore let me entertain you a bit longer with this primary stuff. There are, first of all, to prove the point that there is R and RStudio, two separate software, there are two logos with the two programs. If you click on R logo, it is already telling you that it is a R version 4.3.2, very recent iHoles, and you can also try something primitive like A is 1, B is 2, A plus B, and it will say 3. So it is actually a calculator, and it is a R without RStudio as it is. You can also go to here, to terminal, and say again R, and then it will repeat the message that it is a R version 4.3, iHoles, etc. And then again you can ask what is A. It doesn't remember. I still have to say A is 2, V is 3, A plus V 5. Perfect calculator, all works. Then you can go to RStudio and then again, if you are just the first time here, it will show you the message and nothing else. That again, RStudio loaded R version 4.32, iHoles, etc., etc., no warranties. It's up to your responsibility, and you can ask again, can it do simple math? And it says yes, I can. So even if you use RStudio, it doesn't mean you do not use R. You always use R in RStudio. If you are in Mac, you still have to install two more programs. One is Xcode, this is the logo, and other is Xquartz. Xcode is a powerful system for programming in Swift programming language, and it's a real program language. You can create apps for your iPhone, for instance, and other things. Why it is needed for R? It also serves as a compiler. Some packages have to be compiled before use in R, and therefore you download and install all this stuff. Xquartz is a smaller program. It is irregularly updated. This version is very recent. It's very small program and needed to support graphics. Even though RStudio has its own graphics, sometimes you need this. Otherwise, the program can crash. Alright, and the last slide probably speaks for itself. The cover photo, I suppose, older people still remember. That's it for now.